Today is an exciting day here at the cabin because hopefully by the end of the next 2 days we will have a majority of these wood chips gone and out of our way. If you watched one of our last videos, you saw that we tried to build a trail through our woods using the tractor from our neighbor's property, and while it worked, there's no way that we could have gotten the tractor back into the thick parts of the woods. It's just too bumpy and unstable on the tractor, and just something that we had to realize wasn't going to be an option. But we have a dump trailer here that we have rented for 3 or 4 days, and we just can't use all these wood chips. So we're going to be hauling them off to a place where they'll take them, and hopefully we can get this property turned back into something that we're proud of. If you're not sure why we have 3 massive mounds of wood chips, it's because we had to cut down almost 50 large beech and ash trees last year that were dead or dying and placed right around the cabin. The only feasible way for the arborist team to come in and cut all those trees down was to just throw them through a wood chipper and place the wood chips on our lot. And while we would like to have used them for walking trails or stuff like that, there is just way more than we could ever use. So we're gonna be spreading some of them out still and making like some cute little areas in the back over here, but it's gonna be much easier just to get rid of these. We're gonna start today with the tractor scooping buckets of chips and putting them in the dump trailer. From what I was able to find online, a bucket of wood chips weighs like 400 or so pounds. We're gonna start with 10,000 pounds, do a load of that and see how it looks. So that's 25 scoops of wood chips. See what it looks like once we start getting them in the trailer. We are 4 scoops in, and I'm thinking 20 is probably going to be a good number for the size of this trailer. Tractor picks it up so easily, but we're going to have to work like around the trailer because if I just dump it on the back, it's just going to fill the back up, and we need to spread all the weight out evenly. One thing about this is it's definitely going to tear up our yard here, but we haven't done anything to this yard, and what we want to do eventually is pull a bunch of the stumps that we cut down and then kind of flatten this area out. So before we do any of that, we're going to keep tearing it up and making it worse before we make it better. It's working good. It's going to take a long time because 20 scoops doesn't seem like all that much whenever 4 scoops barely puts a dent in the pile. But we're glad to be doing it, and much better than doing it by hand. This is only 15 scoops, but it is getting pretty close to the size of the trailer. We should still be underweight based off what we calculated, but honestly, I'm not entirely sure. So we're going to start with this because if we get there and the dump trailer won't lift it, that is going to be a serious problem. So after this first run, we'll have a better idea of if this is enough, if we can do more, but I'm thinking this is probably about our limit. Let's go see if it'll dump. Just got back from dropping off load 1 and it went really well. We did 15 scoops of the bucket, and I honestly don't know how much that weighs, but if it weighs anywhere from like 400 to 600 pounds, then we should be right around like 8,000 pounds, which is well under the 10,000 pound gross weight of the trailer that it's allowed to carry. So we're gonna stick with 15. It starts to almost get to the top of the trailer, and we don't wanna have to worry about anything going over the sides. We do have a net that goes over top, so that'll save us there. But yeah, we're gonna start with 15. See how many loads we can get through today.
The hardest part about today is that it has rained over the last 2 or 3 days, so our wood chips are soaked. If they were drier, we could probably fit a little bit more in the trailer, and then it wouldn't be such a mess when we dump them. A lot of them stick to the trailer because they're just so heavy, but if that's the worst case today, I'm okay with that. The other 2 days have just been a lot of like more manual labor, and today's just all tractor work and then the dump trailer lifting and going back down. So I'm not upset about it. It's just a lot of back and forth driving, not as much hard work. So that's pretty nice for those to be the last 2 days of yard work. I'll take it.
Only took about 20 minutes to load the second load. The longest part is the hour-long commute to and from the the dump site. To be honest, it's not making much of a dent.
Oh boy.
Oh boy is right. Hopefully without boring you guys too much with the actual loading and dumping of the wood chips, we are done with day 1. This is our 6th load. We're gonna take it early in the morning, but we took 5 loads today, and this is what it's looking like. This little mound over here is kind of mostly gone. We're probably gonna plant some trees over here, so we're saving some of it just to use, and we will spread it out along the area. This was the medium-sized mound, and it's basically gone. Same thing, just kind of spread it out, what we couldn't get in this last load, and we just figured we're good enough here, we need to move on to the massive mound that is over in the other corner. But for now, I mean, we can walk through it, I can drive the tractor over it, and it doesn't look like a huge pile of wood chips. It's just, looks like dirt right now, and you know, one day it will be dirt again. But this one over here, this is the huge mound that has probably 30 trees worth of wood chips in it. That's tomorrow's project. We'll see you guys then.
Good morning on day 3. We actually already took 3 loads today, and our first load was at 7 a.m. So we have had a long day so far. It is 2 o'clock, 3 loads in, like I said, and Connor is already filling up a 4th. The yard is looking so freaking good. Connor's doing an amazing job. I've just been inside editing because it's honestly a one-man show with the tractor. I'm only out here to kind of help flatten the areas that he is basically finished. So 2 of the mounds are already gone. He's working on the big 3rd one in the back, and it feels so good to basically have our home back again. Those mounds were just quite an eyesore, and a year later we are finally removing them officially. Well, while we're out here and Connor is loading up the trailer, I know you guys are probably dying to see the yard, so let's show you how it looks without these massive mounds here. And then when he finishes the 3rd mound, which probably won't be until this evening, we'll show you guys the rest then. But this feels so freaking good. All right, this is mound 1. This is where I'm going to like hand rake and flatten a little bit, but it looks good. Right, Bart? And then look, mound 2. You wouldn't even know it was here.
We just finished loading our 9th load, and my back is feeling good. Extra thankful that we have the dump trailer and the tractor to help do all of this work. We're gonna take it now. It's still an hour round trip, so that eats up most of the day, but we're getting there. The pile is only probably 2 trailerfuls away from being gone, which is
really?
insane.
That's crazy.
Yeah, we've been putting in some work today. It's already 6 p.m. and we don't like working too late into the night because we're getting tired, and that's never very fun, but we have to turn the trailer in tomorrow morning. So we're gonna take our 11th load of wood chips. This is the 6th one today. Amelia's gonna get some dinner ready inside. I'm gonna get the trailer loaded up. That way we can eat on the road, and it's just a long day, but it's really been worth it, and just part of it. Once we get all these done, we can finally start making this place look good again.
It's already looking good.
It's looking so much better though. All right.
Good job.
Thanks, I love you.
Love you. Markley? You want your dinner? You want to get dinner? Well, dinner is all ready. I just made us some pasta with squash and zucchini along with some shredded chicken and of course spicy Rouse sauce, which is our absolute favorite. Quick and easy. I believe that only took about 15 to 20 minutes. the same amount of time it took that guy to finish all the loads, so perfect. I'm gonna put some foil on Connor's because he does the drive there since it's fully loaded. I do the drive back, and then hopefully foil keeps it a little warmer for his dinner on the way back. How was the last pile?
It's good. I realized scooped over 200 scoops of wood chips.
Oh my god.
It's crazy. Hopefully you didn't get me peeing outside behind that tree.
No, I don't think so. Dinner and a show.
We are returning the trailer this morning. It's about 8:30, but we wanted to get one more load of wood chips in before we drop it off to the guy that rented it to us. So this is it. This is load number 20 overall.
Woo! I'm so happy to be done with this.
Goodbye, Mounds. We are back from our last dump with the trailer. We have it all returned, and while we're done moving wood chips with the trailer, we're not finished moving this mound. We're gonna turn this area into a little outdoor seating with a fireplace in the middle of it, and we wanna go ahead and get that done while we're working and in the wood chip mindset. So we picked up some underlayment, that way we can lay it and hopefully not have weeds grow up through the wood chips. And then we have a little fire ring and some large stones around that we can hopefully build something kind of cute. We don't have any chairs or anything like that right now, but maybe we can cut some large rounds out of some fallen trees in the area and just use those for kind of stools right now. I'm gonna get some stakes and hopefully map out a little area right here, and then get the tarp, lay that down, and start moving this and making it look pretty once and for all. Before we start moving all the wood chip piles, we're gonna lay some of this like weed treatment underlayment down. So hopefully prevent stuff from popping right up just next year whenever we lay the wood chips. Obviously we're not gonna worry about it too much because these are the woods, but we would like to not completely waste our efforts.
Okay, this is looking so good. This is pretty much what I imagined. And honestly, Connor had a good idea with putting the leftover kind of logs that we have sitting around the whole property. So we're gonna drive the tractor around. He's gonna cut up some new ones, and so we can kind of finish the square we created. We also used leftover rocks that were pulled out when the guys were here removing our trees when they were in their way. So we're kind of just repurposing everything that had to come down last year, which feels really good, and making it cute. I love it. Please, please give us some love. We are working our butts off, and hopefully you guys are somewhat enjoying these videos. I know they're not camping, but a lot of love from you guys would mean a ton to us because we love showing everything with you guys. That also just includes showing you our day-to-day at the cabin. We promise we're gonna be doing hopefully some lake days with you guys, but for now, it's yard work.
Last thing we need to do before this place is basically done is I need to cut some more rounds that are gonna go along the perimeter of the fire pit area. Got the chainsaw, found an old ash tree that's down here not too far because there are so many back here, and probably need another like 20, 12-inch rounds. So gonna get those cut, and then we're gonna make this place look all nice. Use the smallest ones first, obviously around the perimeter.
Yep.
Save the bigger ones if we can. Just like that, one hard day's work and 10 days moving brush and wood chips and all kinds of material, we are wiped. It's time for us to sit here and enjoy this cute little fire pit area that we have made. And we've been talking about this since we cut these wood chips here last year, but finally able to make it happen. It's time for a beer, and then it's gonna have a glass of wine. We're gonna sit here and relax for a little bit. And I think walking through the ferns is the best place.
Right?
It was so cute.
Yeah. Did you walk through this side?
Yeah, I walked like kind of straight diagonal, like ended up right here.
Yeah, kind of where the...
Looks like there's a little pathway there.
Yeah. Yeah, it's so cute. I walked to the right one, but I like the left one better.
Yeah. That's great.
Oh my!
Cut that little birch tree away.
Is this recording?
Yes.
Ah. Here, Barbie.
Thanks for all your work.
Oh.
Not bad. Some cute chairs out here.
Well, like we said, we are exhausted. I hope you guys enjoyed seeing the transformation. I know I did. I know we were very excited to finally get rid of all of these wood chips and make this cute little area. We've talked about this for at least a year, so glad it's finally finished. If you haven't already, please subscribe and like this video, and we'll see you guys next week.